Nowadays, like young people can go on YouTube and watch tutorials on how to DJ. You know, you being so young, like how did you kind of learn how to do it? Did you watch other people, or just watching, you know, watching movies, or what? Like what was it?
Oh yeah, there was definitely well, there was definitely it's definitely wasn't today where you can just hop on to YouTube and go to like the Beat Junkies online school and like learn exact stuff, which is amazing. Big shout out to them. Those guys are doing God's work with that stuff. But there was some stuff floating around. Um, Getting back to DJ Z Trip, he there was a big documentary that came out in I want to say 2000, maybe 2001. Um, I might be totally off. I suck with dates, but anyway, early 2000s. We'll go with that. And it was the documentary Scratch. And if you are remotely interested in getting into DJing, I recommend you watch that documentary because
Very good. I love it.
yeah, man, you get first off you get a little bit of a history lesson, at least in the hip hop world of DJing, and in a little bit of the electronic world. But you really know where this stuff comes from, and to yeah, you just watch that. But there was a bonus feature of it where it was called "How to Rock a Party with DJ Z Trip," and it was a little tutorial, maybe 30-40 minutes, and I was already like from the documentary and hearing his mixes and stuff. I was a big fan of Z Trip, so I was like, all right, I'm going to watch this, and he kind of just broke down, the certain techniques, mixing records, going from one to the other, and then blending records. Here's an acapella and here's an instrumental. He touched on scratching, and when he touched on scratching, it really stuck with me because he emphasized that when you're party rocking, when you're playing for people, you don't want to just go up there, put on an instrumental, and just go through every single scratch and just start pretty much drilling it into the audience's head, because you're just going to crap on the song, and you're just going to crap on the vibe. That's showcase stuff. And so when he was demonstrating it, he was mixing a song in, and then add a little 8-16 bar at most scratch in and out with it. And to this day, I run that style into the ground. That's that's me right there. Um, so there was that. There was, then there was just a lot of just being a nerd and just getting my hands on as many mixes as I could. Um, we had a local radio station out here that was doing a lot of DJ mixes, and I was listening to them and just like, all right, how are they doing that? Okay, I think that guy just took the bass out of this song. He's adding it to that. And it really was just a flat out obsession, whether it was learning how to mix, learning how to scratch, and just taking bits and pieces from absolutely everything that I could get my hands on. Even the more advanced stuff, like I grew up watching DMC videos too. I definitely wouldn't consider myself a technical turntablist. I'm not a battle DJ, but watching guys like Craze and A Track, who are still two of the greatest of all time in my opinion, and the Executioners and stuff like that. It was to watch how they would manipulate songs and just take a record and just go totally left with it and take you on this ride. That was huge for me. And then the house music guys too. Guys like Carl Cox and Roger Sanchez, who were taking 3 or 4 records and layering them on top of each other. That was big for me too. It really just honestly, man, it just came down to I became obsessed and still am, and that's how I learned everything. Just trying to soak absolutely everything in.